I'm 100% Irish. All four of my grandparents, my great-grandparents, and great-great-grandparents, they came from County Cork in Ireland. My husband was Swedish and French. His mother was French and his father Swedish, and his grandparents both came, married in Sweden and came over through Ellis Island and settled in Marine on the St. Croix in Wisconsin. We came to Poway from Wisconsin, where our home had been. This was my husband's home. I was born and raised in Iowa, right in the breadbasket of the United States, and met and married him, and we lived in Wisconsin for 10 years and had our children there. Decided that we wanted better weather and arrived with 5 children, 8 months through 12, and have never been sorry. The only thing I really missed was the trees. Poway was wonderful. It was the place where your kids could play in the vacant lot down the street. You wouldn't worry a bit about them. They could ride horses down to the grocery store or to the mini mart, which was a 7-Eleven in those days. And you knew everybody. When the ambulance left the firehouse, you knew it was somebody you knew was in trouble. We opened a restaurant down on Poway Road and really got to know almost everybody in town. This was pre-Chamber of Commerce, and the old-timers in Poway called Cully's the center of town. And we really kind of felt that way too. Felt kin to most people here. Cully's Family Restaurant, first family restaurant in Poway, and enjoyed a very good business. Well, we raised and educated 5 kids with it, and it was fun. I'd like to go back and do it again, but you don't get that opportunity. To this day, I run into these kids. They're grown up with children of their own, and they'll say, "Hi, Mrs. Cully, how are you?" And it's just wonderful. Sometimes I can't remember who it is, but I recognize the face as one of those kids. And I always called them Cully's kids. And they really were. They thought he was wonderful. He was a hero in his own right. A hero with a spatula. And these are our children, what they looked like when we came to Poway. This is one of the reasons Poway was so important, to have a safe and good place to raise these kids. Now there they are, grown up. That's my 4 daughters. And there's a picture of my son with his wife. That's Craig and Paula. Yes, I lost him in 91. I've missed him. You know, and they're your best friend, too. Well, they're your life, you know, the other half of you. And my problem was he was the best half of me. I have a friend that said, "Gosh, if I knew I was going to live as long as this, I wouldn't have been so free with my money." But you don't worry much about what to do with your money when you're my age. So affordable housing is wonderful. My health costs are horrendous. I practically have a drugstore in my bathroom, and buying those pills is a very expensive, you know. I don't have to worry and say, shall I buy the pills or shall I buy food? I don't have to do that. And if I had to pay the going rate for my apartment, that would be, there wouldn't be much of a question. I wouldn't have much left to worry about. It means the difference between living comfortably and with dignity and not.